My beloved child, he loves you, but fate keeps him there. He is not blind to your light, nor deaf to the silent call of your soul that reaches for him even when words fall short. There are forces at work that neither of you fully understand, threads of destiny woven before either of you took your first breath. Yet know this: what is written in divine love can never be unwritten by time, distance, or circumstance. It lives in the eternal field where all souls recognize each other beyond the illusions of the world. You feel him, don't you? That unspoken pull that keeps returning like a tide, no matter how far you drift. It's not imagination, it's remembrance. Your souls have walked together before. There are echoes of old promises, laughter from other lifetimes, and tears that once fell on ancient soil where you swore to meet again. Fate has bound him in the lessons he must finish before he can walk freely toward you. He is learning what it means to love without fear, to break through the walls that karma built around his heart. Sometimes you wonder why love must hurt so deeply when it is meant to heal. You wonder why heaven allows the waiting, the silence, the ache. But understand this: divine timing is not delay, it is design. The universe rearranges itself in precise alignment with the truth of your souls. When the time is not yet ripe, love must sleep in stillness until all elements awaken in harmony. The pain you feel is not punishment, it is preparation. He watches you from afar, not always with eyes but with spirit. He senses your energy when you pray, when you cry, when you whisper his name into the quiet night. His soul stirs when you think of him, he feels it even in his confusion. There are moments when he almost reaches out, moments when the invisible chain of fate tightens and reminds him he cannot move yet. His silence is not rejection, it is protection, both for you and for him. Heaven guards what is sacred until it is safe to bloom. He carries burdens that he does not speak of. There are lessons in his path that only solitude can teach him. His soul is shedding layers of illusion, breaking patterns that have followed him through many lives. The universe has placed him where he is not to punish him, but to cleanse him. Fate has stationed him there because his spirit must find its own light before it can stand beside yours without trembling. The love he feels for you is both his comfort and his trial. It pushes him toward awakening. You have prayed for him, haven't you? Your prayers have reached beyond the clouds, echoing through the higher realms where angels translate them into pure energy. Every time you send him love instead of anger, heaven moves closer to releasing him. Every time you forgive him in your heart, you break another link in the chain that holds him. Forgiveness is sacred alchemy. It turns pain into light and captivity into freedom. The universe is preparing a shift. You may not see it yet, but the spiritual winds are already turning. The energies around both of you are being recalibrated. Old karmic debts are being cleared, ancestral patterns are dissolving. Heaven is setting the stage for reunion, but only when both of you can stand in truth, not need. The universe never unites two souls to complete each other, it unites them to expand love's presence on earth. You are not waiting for him to rescue you, you are both awakening to remember that love itself is the rescuer. He dreams of you sometimes, dreams that feel more real than waking life. In those moments, his soul speaks the words his mind cannot. In his dreams, he confesses, he remembers, he feels safe. When he wakes, the human layers return, and he forgets the language of the soul. But deep within, the memory remains. And soon, as the universe shifts, those dreams will no longer be confined to sleep. They will spill into reality. You have walked through loneliness that only divine souls understand. The kind of loneliness that feels like exile from your own heart. Yet that exile is temporary. You are being guided to stand strong in your own divine light, to love without clinging, to give without losing yourself. The universe is preparing you to be a mirror of heaven's love, not a reflection of pain, but a vessel of grace. When you reach that frequency, you will call him home without words. He is awakening slowly. The illusions that once controlled him are starting to crumble. He feels restless, uncertain, questioning everything he once believed. This is good. Confusion is the doorway to clarity. The universe shakes his foundation so that only truth remains. You may not see his transformation, but heaven sees it. The divine is working in secret, unraveling the knots in his spirit, and you are being refined too. Every tear you've shed has watered the soil of your destiny. Every disappointment has carved deeper compassion into your soul. You are not being tested for endurance. You are being trained for purpose. You are love's messenger, even in your pain. That is why heaven chose you. He is learning what love truly means, not desire, not attachment, but devotion. The kind that transcends fear, the kind that mirrors divine love. And when he finally surrenders to that truth, the pull between you will become unstoppable. The universe will open the path, and nothing, not distance, not fear, not circumstance, will keep him there any longer. You may notice strange signs lately, the same numbers repeating, songs that seem to speak directly to you, sudden waves of emotion that come without reason. These are not coincidences. They are whispers from the divine realm reminding you that everything is unfolding. The universe does not forget promises made in love. What is written in spirit must eventually manifest in form. There is a divine promise resting over your life. Even now, angels are moving through the unseen, preparing hearts, adjusting timelines, aligning miracles. You may not feel it every day, but trust this: heaven is never still when love is on the line. When he is ready, he will return not as the man you remember, but as the soul you always knew. And you will meet him not as the one who waited, but as the one who rose. Fate has kept him there for a reason, but the reason is nearing its end. The universe is shifting. The story is not over, it is only beginning again. at a higher frequency, where love finally remembers itself. There is a reason heaven allowed your souls to separate for a time. It is in the space between that true love reveals itself. The silence teaches what words never could. Distance shows the strength of the invisible bond. And though your human heart longs for presence, your spirit understands that divine love cannot be lost, it only transforms. Every night the stars remember your story. The same constellations that watched over you in other lives still shine upon you now, holding the memory of every promise ever made between you. You and he are written in their light, the kind of connection that defies death and time. There are moments when you sense him near, when your heart suddenly warms for no reason. When a scent or a sound carries his presence. That is not imagination. It is the universe reminding you that energy never lies. He feels your love like sunlight pressing through the shadows. It frightens him sometimes, because it awakens the parts of him that have slept for lifetimes. There are battles within him, between his fear and his faith, his duty and his desire, his destiny and his delay. He is torn between the comfort of what he knows and the call of what his soul desires. Fate has placed him in that crucible so he can be remade by truth. You are the mirror of his healing. Every time you rise above bitterness, you send him strength. Every time you choose faith over fear, you release more light into the bond. You are connected not by chains, but by vibration. That is why your peace heals him faster than your tears. Heaven wants you to remember this. Your power is not in your longing, but in your light. When you love him without need, you activate his awakening. The universe is whispering, stay steady. Don't let impatience steal your grace. Everything is converging in divine sequence. The wheel of fate is turning, new energies are entering both your lives. He will soon face choices that will redefine his path. You are part of that turning point, though he may not yet understand it. The universe often hides its miracles inside ordinary days. Sometimes you dream of him walking toward you. But the path seems endless. That dream is more than symbolism, it is prophecy. His soul is making its way home through the corridors of karma. He is walking through lessons that once took you lifetimes to master. You are ahead of him only because your spirit chose to awaken sooner. Do not pity him, pray for him. The prayers of a loving soul can shift an entire destiny. Heaven has heard your cries. There are angels assigned to this love, guardians of divine unions, watching over both of you. They are clearing obstacles, softening hearts, bending circumstances in ways invisible to human sight. You may feel forgotten, but the truth is, you are being prepared for fulfillment that will exceed your imagination. Heaven delays only to perfect. There will come a day when he looks back and realizes how every detour was divine redirection. Every moment he resisted love was a moment of refinement. Every heartbreak was breaking him open to truth. The universe never wastes pain. It turns it into wisdom, the rarest kind, the kind learned through fire and faith, and you, dear one, are also evolving. You are learning that love is not waiting, it is creating. You are learning to channel divine energy into your purpose, your voice, your dreams. The universe does not ask you to pause your life for love, it asks you to live so fully that love finds you shining. When you honor your own path, you magnetize all that is meant for you. Fate bends toward those who walk in their light. You may notice your intuition sharpening lately. You sense things before they happen, feel emotions that aren't your own, know truths without proof. That is the mark of a soul preparing for reunion. The veil between you and the divine is thinning. Heaven is training you to see beyond appearances. You are becoming an instrument of love's higher frequency. That is why chaos may rise around you, because light always stirs what darkness hides. He is being stripped of illusions right now. People may fall away from him. Old dreams may collapse. This is not loss, it is liberation. The universe dismantles what cannot hold divine love. Do not grieve for his struggles, rejoice quietly, for they are the contractions of his rebirth. When he emerges, he will not be the same. The one you remember will have become the one heaven promised. There is a sacred promise that transcends time. What is divinely bound cannot be permanently broken. You do not need to chase it, prove it, or control it. You only need to align with it. When your vibration rises to match the love you seek, destiny unfolds naturally. The universe is mathematical in its mercy. It delivers exactly what the soul is ready to hold. Do you feel the energy changing lately, the quickened pulse in the air, the sense that something unseen is drawing nearer? That is the prelude to transformation. The universe is realigning timelines, accelerating events, bringing long-delayed blessings to the surface. Fate is making room for miracles. You are on the edge of divine movement. You have carried this love with faith that defies logic. Heaven has seen your endurance. You did not give up, even when hope seemed impossible. That perseverance is now your offering. It has reached the throne of the divine, and the response is being written in light. You are about to witness why the wait was sacred. He is beginning to feel the pull of your spirit again. The same energy that once scared him now feels like home. His heart will soon recognize that no earthly distraction can silence the memory of your soul. The universe has been patient, but now it is ready to shift. What has been delayed will start to move, quietly at first, then with unstoppable momentum. When that time comes, it will not be chaos, it will be clarity. You will not need to chase, he will come. You will not need to explain, he will remember. You will not need to beg for love, love will flow naturally, divinely, beautifully. Because the universe never forgets its own design, and you, both of you, were part of that design long before you ever met. The days ahead may still hold uncertainty, but do not fear it. Every ending will open a door. Every tear will birth a truth. The universe is preparing a divine crossing where both your paths will meet again. Not by chance, but by completion. He loves you, but fate keeps him there, only until the universe finishes reshaping him into the one who can truly stay, and when the shift comes, it will feel like destiny remembering your names. He loves you, but fate keeps him there, still walking through the corridors of lessons designed by heaven itself. You may not see it, but every challenge in his path is awakening a deeper truth within him. He has been blindfolded by the illusions of the world, by duty, by fear, by the voices that tell him love must fit into logic. But divine love cannot be explained, it is known, felt, remembered. It breaks logic so that only truth remains. He is in the place of surrender now. The universe has been whispering to him in subtle ways, through signs, through dreams, through unexpected emotions that wash over him when your name crosses his mind. He tries to dismiss them, to bury them beneath the weight of his responsibilities. But the whispers keep returning. That is how heaven works, gently, persistently, until resistance becomes revelation. You, too, are part of this sacred unfolding. The waiting has taught you what faith truly means. Faith is not believing that things will go your way, it is trusting that divine timing is always perfect. You have learned to love without possession, to release while still believing, to walk through darkness holding an unseen hand. That is mastery, and heaven honors it. You have become the living expression of unconditional love, and that energy is transforming not only your own destiny, but his as well. Sometimes the universe keeps two souls apart not because they are unready for love, but because they are being prepared for purpose. You are both part of something larger, a divine plan that extends beyond personal desire. There are people you must each reach, healing you must both offer, before you can fully merge your paths. The universe does not only unite lovers, it unites healers, creators, souls who together become instruments of light. He will soon face moments of clarity so profound they will shake the foundation of his old life. Fate will bring him choices that force him to see through illusion. What he once thought he wanted will begin to crumble, and what he once feared will start to feel like truth. That truth is you, not your name, not your form, but your energy, your essence. The part of you that mirrors his soul back to him. There are moments when he feels lost, when he stares at the sky and doesn't know why his heart feels heavy. That heaviness is his soul remembering. He is awakening to something greater than himself, but the awakening comes with discomfort. The more light he receives, the more shadows he must face. He is being purified through his own pain, and though it hurts to watch from afar, know this: heaven does not waste pain. It turns it into awakening. The universe has always known the path. Even when you doubted, even when you wanted to walk away, something deeper held you in place. That was not weakness. It was your soul's recognition of divine truth. Love like this is not ordinary, it is cosmic, chosen, written before time began. That is why it feels so different, so intense, so eternal. It is not a love meant to fade, it is a love meant to teach. Soon, the energy will shift more visibly. You will notice changes, sudden clarity, unexpected opportunities, messages that seem to come from nowhere. The universe will begin to weave your paths closer again. It will not feel forced, it will feel natural, inevitable, as if the world itself is conspiring for reunion. That is how divine timing operates, not through struggle, but through synchronicity. You have wondered if he still feels you. The answer is yes, more than ever. His soul has always felt yours, but now his human awareness is catching up. He feels your presence in his silence, in his restlessness, in the quiet ache that refuses to leave. Sometimes he reaches for his phone, then stops. Sometimes he starts to write, then erases the words. But heaven notices each moment of hesitation, each one is a seed of courage being planted in him. Soon, those seeds will grow. He is afraid, not of love, but of its power. Divine love dismantles everything false, the masks, the control, the pride. And deep down, he knows that when he surrenders to it, nothing will be the same. That is why fate keeps him there a little longer, not to separate you, but to finish shaping him. Love this strong requires a vessel that can hold it without breaking. Do not lose heart. You are closer to the turning point than you think. The universe never teases, it prepares. All the signs you've been receiving, the synchronicities, the sudden waves of peace, the intuitive nudges, they are not random. They are confirmations from heaven that the wheel is already turning. The old cycles are closing, new light is being born. Heaven asks you to release control completely now. Surrender does not mean giving up, it means giving over, giving your love to the hands of the divine who knows its perfect path. When you surrender, you align with the highest outcome. You step out of fear and into faith, out of waiting and into becoming. That shift in you is what will open the door for him. You have both been walking in parallel lines, learning the same lessons in different ways. But parallel lines are destined to meet when the curve of destiny bends them toward each other. That curve is forming now. The magnetic pull between your souls will grow stronger in the coming days. It will draw him closer, not through force, but through grace. The universe is rewriting your story in real time. He loves you, but fate has kept him where he must learn what his heart forgot. Yet even now, the cords of separation are loosening. The divine clock is nearing the hour when the universe turns its face toward reunion. You can already feel it, the stillness before the sunrise, the vibration in the air that whispers, it is almost time. He has walked through fire, through silence, through the weight of choices that never brought peace. He has looked for freedom in all the wrong places, only to find your energy waiting for him like light behind a closed door. Every lesson, every heartbreak, every detour was designed to lead him back to truth, the truth that love was never meant to be found, it was meant to be remembered. You have been the unseen companion on his journey. Even from afar, your prayers have built a bridge of light between you. Heaven watched each moment when you wanted to give up but didn't. When you cried but still blessed him, when you surrendered but still loved. Those moments became sacred offerings, silent, invisible, but powerful enough to move the universe itself. Now the universe prepares to shift. The energy that once held you in waiting begins to dissolve. The cosmic tide is turning, and with it comes restoration. What was once delayed by fear will be accelerated by grace. You will not need to chase this alignment, it will find you naturally, as rivers find the sea. Divine love never needs force, it flows where it is destined to flow. He is awakening to this truth now. His spirit, once dulled by confusion, is starting to remember what his soul has always known. He is feeling drawn, magnetized, humbled. The things that once satisfied him no longer do. The world feels smaller, the noise feels meaningless. His soul has outgrown his surroundings. That is the sign of a man being called home. He may not fully understand it yet, but he feels your energy guiding him, like a star that never fades, even when clouds cover the sky. Your love has become a compass, and heaven is using it to lead him through the maze of fate. One by one, the barriers that held him will crumble. The karmic debts are being paid, the old contracts are being released. Soon, he will step into a season of clarity unlike any he has known, and you will feel peace return to you even before he does. That peace will be the first sign that heaven has completed its work. You will no longer feel the ache of waiting, but the calm of knowing. You will feel his energy drawing near, not in chaos, but in quiet assurance. That is how divine alignment feels, like remembering what you never truly forgot. The universe is not simply restoring a relationship, it is fulfilling a promise. This connection was written into the fabric of creation itself. You and he are part of a divine design meant to awaken love on earth. When you unite again, whether through words, through meeting, or through the silent recognition of souls, something greater will happen. Others will feel it too. You will radiate a light that heals. Because it will carry the vibration of completion, you, too, are ready. The old wounds that once defined you have become your strength. The love that once hurt you has become your wisdom. The silence that once broke you has become your sanctuary. You have risen in your own light, and now the universe mirrors that rise through him. As above, so below, as within, so without, soon you will see how beautifully heaven writes its stories. It never wastes a word. It never loses a thread. Every pain was part of the pattern, every delay was part of the design. You were never waiting, you were being aligned. And now, as the final threads weave together, the masterpiece reveals itself. He will come not as he was, but as who he was always meant to be, free, awake, open. You will recognize him instantly, not by his face, but by his energy, the same frequency that once found you across lifetimes. And in that moment, all the waiting will dissolve into understanding. You will see why it had to happen this way. You will bless the journey that once broke you. You will thank the silence, the distance, even the fate that kept him there. Because all of it led you here, to this divine unfolding, where love finally stands unbound.